Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, my name is Mr. Bascom, and you are tuned into the right frequency here on Bascom Radio. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so that you are notified every time I drop a video. And if this video blesses you, make sure that you share it to be a blessing to someone else. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a different type of video today. I'm not just a Christian YouTuber that covers different various stories and give you a Christian point of view, but God has also given me gifted hands. I have many gifts from the Lord, and this is one of the gifts that I am going to share with you today. God has gifted me in the realm of media and art, and today I'm going to show you how I created my original Photoshop manipulation design called Sweet Tooth. Now, this is my first time really recording myself doing my artwork, and the video didn't really come out the way that I wanted it to come out. I couldn't see the values as I was manipulating them, but you will be able to see the photo manipulation come to life as we go through the video. I plan to start a second YouTube channel that's just focused on my digital art called Mr. Bascom Designs, and this is just a preview of what's to come. But until then, I'll continue to share my art with you guys here on my main channel. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this artwork called Sweet Tooth. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the first thing that happened before I made this design, the phrase came to me, Sweet Tooth. And two things came to mind. I'm gonna need things that are sweet, and I'm gonna need some teeth. See, you don't need to be super complicated when you make your Photoshop manipulations. When you're making designs, you don't have to have a million different things in the photo. Just something simple, because a lot of times less is more. So the first thing that we need is a mouth so that we can represent the teeth. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is the perfect mouth right here. The lips are the perfect size, the teeth are the perfect size for this manipulation, and this is what we're going to use as we make this design. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the teeth and separate them from the lips so that we can turn the lips into candy, and each and every individual tooth will be its own candy. So let's cut it out right now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking good so far. We already separated the teeth from the lips. I already turned the lips into candy. So now let's work on turning each and every single individual tooth into a candy. So to do that, we're going to need to use the pen tool to cut it out. We're going to have to do a lot of resizing. We're going to have to use a lot of different adjustment layers so that we can make it blend in and look like each and every single tooth is a candy. Let's get to it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we started off with chocolate, basically a lot of people's favorite candy, but now let's bring in some jelly beans. I'm going to bring in a red jelly bean now to change the next tooth, and a green jelly bean to change the other tooth. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so far so good. Don't forget that when you are manipulating your photos, the longer you spend on your photos, the better it's gonna look. Shading and the different type of light and depth perception really makes your photos stand out. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's deal with some of the lower teeth now. I'm gonna use a little red candy. To be a little more creative, I want to have one of the teeth still in the wrapper with the candy. I don't want all of the tooth to be candies outside of the wrapper. So I'm going to put one of these tooth inside of a green lollipop candy wrapper. Let's get to it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking good so far. I want another tooth to be inside of a wrapper as well, you know, just for a little more creativity. I'm gonna bring in some of you guys' most favorite candy, a candy that we always see in Christmas, a candy that a lot of people use to keep their breath fresh. We're gonna bring in the candy cane mint. All right, we're looking good. Remember, the lighting, the shading, the depth perception always makes your photo look better. Now let's deal with those two big teeth at the top of this mouth. We're gonna use those big swirling candies, you know, those ones we could have never finished when we were children. I'm gonna use a red and a blue one. Let's go. Okay, so far so good. Let's bring in some candy corn. Good. Let's bring in another chocolate. Okay, so far so good. So ladies and gentlemen, let's use some more of that candy cane for the three teeth right there at the bottom. Just looking at their size and their shape, you know, we want to keep it simple. So let's just use the candy cane once again to cover those three teeth. You need fresh bread if you have all this candy in your mouth. Okay, so far so good. So ladies and gentlemen, what happened at this point, something went wrong with the recording. Like I said, it was my first time, but what I did, I added a background to this photo. I sampled the color off of the lips to make it orange, and then I used a soft white brush to create a light behind the lips to make it pop out. I also wrote Sweet Tooth up in the left hand corner of the photo so that I can stay consistent with the artwork, and I also put my little Mr. Bascom designs in the lower right corner. I also added some candies on the floor underneath the mouth. My artistic view was all of these teeth are candies and this mouth was full of candies, and when this smile happened, all of those candies fell straight down to the floor. So ladies and gentlemen, since it's sweet tooth, you know what they say, if you keep eating sweets, you're gonna lose your teeth, right? So let's add some teeth inside of the candies that we have at the bottom. Now, you know, when we're eating candies, a lot of people, like children, they fill up their mouth with candies and you see drool draining down. So we're gonna need some saliva in both corners of the lips. Let's put some saliva there. All right, so we're looking good at this point. Now you know it ain't sweets without ice cream. Let's put some ice cream cones in the mix. Alright, the ice cream is looking good. Now you know we gotta put some sprinkles on the ice cream, and I want to remove that little glop of ice cream that I have because it's too much ice cream. I don't need 4 representations of ice cream. So let's put some sprinkles and just remove that little ice cream from up top there. Alright, so we're looking pretty good here. You know what? I want to add another sweet treat to this same design. Let's add a donut in the midst of all of that candy. Let's just add a beautiful donut right in the middle. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you might be looking at this design and saying that, all right, it's perfect and it's complete. Almost. We just need to do one more thing. We have everything in place. It's consistent with the theme. Everything is looking beautiful, but we need to bring life to this photo. We need to make this photo look even more sweet than it is right now. So what we're going to do now, we're going to add a vibrance which enriches all of the colors in the photo. So all of the teeth are going to stand out on its own. They're going to have their own personality. Everything is going to look fine. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, my original Photoshop manipulation design that came straight from my imagination. Sweet Tooth. In a world where AI is running rampant, I mean, they use AI to make videos, they use AI to make music, and they even use AI to make art. Some of us are still out here doing it organically. Don't let AI discourage you. Continue to be an artist. Continue to be someone who paints or draws or sculpts. Don't allow AI to discourage your artistic view or your artistic personality. Always be yourself and keep pushing forward. So ladies and gentlemen, this was just a preview of what's to come on my Mr. Bascom Designs art channel. I thank you all for coming in and spending time with me today, and I hope you enjoyed the design, and I hope that this video was very entertaining for you. So ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, my name is Mr. Bascom, and you are tuned into the right frequency here on Bascom Radio. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so that you are notified every time I drop a video. And if this video blesses you, make sure that you share it to be a blessing to someone else. Share it to your friends, your family, share it to people who are aspiring artists so that they can continue to be encouraged, be themselves, and keep putting in the work. My name is Mr. Bascom, and I'll see you in the morning. Peace.